You guys want to watch Power Rangers?
Oh, no.
Only if we watch every single one.
No!
Welcome back to Powering Through. We made it. Episode 38. A bad reflection on you.
Weird name for an episode. Like a
Star of the show.
Yeah,
Twin Man.
Twin Man.
Twin
Well,
Man.
barely the star of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we start
We
this?
start with Rita.
Yeah, the cold open is on the moon.
Yeah, I don't know if I can remember anything like this. It's the title card is on the moon.
Yep.
I grab the title card every
And
episode.
she's
I
got
can't remember anything
a
like
big audience. There's a lot of guys up
Yeah,
there.
she's
She's got like an
Parties.
army of putties and super putties, and there's
Yeah.
this one gold guy
Like
there.
a big speech, yeah.
It's not gold, he's tin.
No, there was a gold guy on the right.
Not Goldar?
That's not
Scorpena?
Goldar. No,
A
it's some
new
weird
gold guy.
bronze man.
I'll have to
The
look.
Bronze
Yeah.
Man.
And so she says, we've recruited the Twin Man. I don't know if, again, putty, clay, whatever the hell.
He's just
it is.
there. I think she just knows people.
That's
She's been
cool.
around the
That's
block.
cool. It's good to
Yeah.
know people.
Yeah.
And he can create clones. So he
Yeah.
disguises himself and 4 other putties as evil clones of not the Rangers,
The
but
unmorphed
the humans.
teens.
Yeah. And they
And
show up in a
they-
field. And
yes.
they're like, we got a job.
They all got sunglasses on.
So
They're
you
doing
know
like
they're evil.
this cool stride into
Yeah.
school.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool.
They go in there, and the big evil plan is to give them wrenches and pliers and make them take apart a water fountain and put laundry detergent in.
Yeah. I
Well,
think
the
this was...
long scheme is to get the Rangers in detention. What
Yes.
worked, but
Yeah.
at the start you're like,
Yeah,
is
what is
being
going on?
bad just dismantling a
Yeah.
water
Mhm.
fountain? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that. They run away, or no, they hide around the corner.
And they're like, ooh, this will get him.
Principal,
The
Kaplan.
principal, yeah, and I'm like, he's losing the toupee, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He
You guessed
the
it.
water fountain they dismantle, they fill it with borax or something, and
Yeah, laundry detergent. I think.
shoots
Yeah.
foam
Shoots
in his
foam out
face.
at him.
He's slipping and sliding. His hair falls
He
off.
says, "Detention now."
Yep. Where the real Rangers wander around the corner, and
They're like,
"We
"No,
did
we
this?"
didn't do anything."
Yeah.
So they go to detention. Bulk and Skull are already there.
Yeah.
They act like they were there every day.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Mr. Kaplan says, "I've got to go attend a meeting." Bulk, fill him in on the rest of the detention rules. And Bulk's like, "Jason, get out of my seat, buddy boy." And Jason's like, "What, is your name written on it?" He goes, "Yeah." And it says, "Bulk."
It says
Yeah.
B-U-U-L-K. He
Can't
can't even
even
spell his own name.
Can't even
He's
spell his
like
own
the
name.
mind of a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He's getting worse.
And
He's getting
so
worse.
Bulk pulls out his lunchbox. He's like, "Let's see what Mom made me for detention
Yeah.
today."
Dude,
He
I
puts
said-
it over on a table.
I said, "I hope this is a clown car lunchbox." And,
And-
oh
oh,
my
yeah.
god,
He
it's
pulls
so
out like
good.
a meter-long Subway sandwich, tons of chips,
like
A
3 donuts,
pineapple?
a
There's a
pineapple.
pineapple?
Yeah.
Coke,
One
soda.
can of Sprite.
Right. You know, he's not the best student. His mom takes care of him.
His
His
mom
mom
takes
loves
care of his
him.
boy, yeah.
That mom loves
He's
her
got a
boy.
good family life.
Yeah.
We pan to the city, and the evil Power Rangers perform what I can only describe as a mass shooting. I'm sorry.
Genuinely,
It's-
like
They have the power blasters and they're just shooting into the crowd.
Yeah.
They don't hit
It's
anyone,
crazy.
but I mean, it's terrifying.
Do they? They don't show anyone getting
The,
hit.
No,
reporter
it's a
says
kid's show.
the destruction is like immeasurable.
Someone has to have died.
That's crazy. They turn on Bulk and Skull go to watch their favorite cartoon. It's coming on. I looked it up. It's an anime from 1969 that got dubbed by Saban in 92. So it's like relevant
Wow.
technically.
But it's just like a cartoon dog like yelling and chasing something.
Yeah.
And they lose their minds.
Bulk loves it. Bulk.
is-
I'm starting to doubt the mental capacity of
No,
And
yeah,
Billy's
they're
writing
trading-
down on his little notepad. He's like, they're showing signs of Neanderthalism.
No, yeah, they're trading barbs, and Billy says something to Skull that's along the lines of, "I didn't even think he was that mentally deficient." That's crazy. Even in 1993, that is an insane thing to say to somebody.
So
That's the thing the Power Rangers should be saying, and it's not cool to say.
yeah, that's too far. Really.
After their pollution episode, and then it's like a bullying episode, and it's like, don't call people mentally deficient, even if they're bullies.
They're bullying the bullies here.
Yeah.
So the cartoon gets interrupted by the state of emergency declaration.
Yeah, it's like
which means the government hasn't completely.
shut down, or the
Yeah,
government
they are a
is
thing.
aware of everything going on, but they don't have any.
just can't deal with it.
They've cut
So
off aid.
If the Rangers did turn bad, what would the government response be?
I don't
They declared a state of emergency, and that was it.
But we don't see any
nuke the
military.
Rangers, maybe, I guess.
Yeah, nuke Angel Grove.
Yeah.
But so then a loudspeaker comes on. The principal's like, students, do not leave your rooms. There's
Because
emergency.
it's state of emergency, yeah.
So then the Rangers are like, we can morph out of here, but we gotta make sure Bulk and Skull's on sea.
And Bulk and Skull are really excited to see that the Rangers have turned bad on TV, which is completely out of line because like 5 episodes ago, Bulk and Skull secretly love the Power Rangers.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they're putting on a show. They're like, we're bad.
Yeah, they want to be bad.
But so Zach's like, I know magic. We're gonna disappear. Close your eyes, plug your ears, count to 10.
And they start counting down. They go 10, 9.
It's Morphin Time!
And Jason shouts Morphin
They
Time.
all
And
use the stock footage they have where they just shout each of their Zords at the top of their lungs.
Neither Bulk nor Skull can count backwards from 10.
No, he goes 10, 9,
And then they like 7, 8,
6,
7.
7,
So they can't
8.
normally walk, they can't spell their own names, they can't count to 10.
And they're always in detention.
But they can eat.
The school system has failed them.
Yeah.
They failed them.
Because his
true,
mom's
they're
taking care of him.
Yeah.
Like at home, she gives him a nice big lunch, but the school system is
But
not.
Skull gets nothing because remember Skull was like, "Hey Bulk, can I have
a
something?"
Sprite, yeah.
Can I have a
He's like,
And we've
Sprite?
seen, we saw Bulk's house once when they were trying on Halloween costumes. They don't have bad lives.
Yeah, it was just a regular
No.
room.
They
But
are
this is,
just stupid.
But the Rangers morph and they go into town, and then it's a Rangers v Rangers plus Scorpena.
I like this fight a lot.
Scorpena
Yeah.
there, yeah.
She was there,
Oh.
but I don't really think she fought it. Like,
Okay.
Scorpena
Yeah,
and Gold
they do
are-
mirror match.
They're
fighting.
like
yeah.
the new Squat and Babu. They just
yeah,
go to
kinda,
watch.
Yes, yeah.
That's true. Yeah, they got demoted. Them and Finster, man. They
And so the
Yeah,
Rangers
what
are
happened to
fighting,
Finster?
and it's a pretty good fight.
There's a section where both the Trinis are fighting, or both the Kimberlys are fighting,
Yeah.
and one of them goes, Trini, help! And the real Trini helps. And then turns out she helped
fake
the
Trini
bad.
she got the wrong
Yeah.
one.
She
Yeah.
helped
And
the
then
bad.
Kim
fucking
like
shoots her.
point
Yeah.
blank
She
shoots her
shoots
bow
her
at the
bow.
false Kim.
Yeah.
It's like just a
You
millimeter away
missed
from
by
Trini,
like a
yeah.
millimeter. You
Yeah.
killed Trini.
Yeah.
But the fight is really good. They they bring out all the weapons we haven't
Yeah,
seen in a
there's-
while.
Yeah, it's
The
awesome. Billy's
Billy
using the
staff.
staff. Yeah.
Yeah, Zach's using the axe.
It's all
and then
great.
Jason uses the sword to kill his duo, and that ends up being Twin Man.
Yes,
Man.
every time they hit one, they turn back into a putty.
Yeah.
And
And
then
Josh?
Jason's duo has been Twin Man.
Who is Twin Man?
Twin Man is voiced by Brian Cranston.
crazy.
Which is crazy because it sounds... I mean, of course he's doing a voice, and he's
Yeah.
like probably 25 or
Yeah,
something.
young.
in this
Yeah.
thing.
Walter, you're gonna have to stop duplicating Rangers, Walter. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna become Jason. You're gonna put him in detention.
But so
Stay out of my
Twin Man
world.
pulls out like a giant whip, and he whips all 5.
It's so
of them.
cool.
And that's the
Yeah.
only offense he
And that's-
gets.
and
The
that's
effect
it.
is amazing.
Yeah, and
Looks
then
cool.
so they're like, "All right, we're just gonna take care of this guy. No Zords. We're just gonna whip out the Power Blaster."
It's
Yeah.
nice to have a Nozord episode every now and
The
then.
Yeah.
Zords get tiresome after a while.
It's
Yeah,
'cause,
and they-
yeah,
so
you always
they-
have to do the same thing with the Zords.
Yeah.
At least with the person fighting.
Yeah,
We get to see
You get
weapons.
override.
We get to
Yeah.
see
they make the
moves.
cool crossbow thing. They shoot him and they blow him up.
He's
And
dust.
thank
Yeah.
God, a few bystanders witnessed this entire fight, and they say, "Oh, we saw the whole thing. They were doppelgangers," and they pan to a newscaster who says, "The Power Rangers are cleared of all wrongdoing."
So, so the government was ready to like indict the Rangers, and then
Yeah,
just
yes.
on a dime, they're like, 3 people said it wasn't them.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spur of the moment. Let's stop this.
I guess they
Drop
did
the charges.
have. The newscasters did have footage that they really shouldn't have possibly had. It was the
Yeah,
Power
from the
Rangers standing on
beginning, yeah.
top of a building.
Yeah.
So they presumably captured the entire thing.
They just follow them as like a camera crew, I guess. We see
Yeah.
so much.
I mean, you would, right, if you were a reporter.
They,
you gotta
Yeah.
follow
the Power
big
Rangers
story.
are kind of lucky that the newscasters didn't hear Kimberly go, "Trini, over here!"
Yeah,
True. They have no like conscious thought of the identities when they're
No.
fighting. They
Yeah.
just
And so this whole time, Bulk and Skull have been confused. They said they disappeared. It's magic. They're
Yeah.
opening all the cabinets in the room, thinking
Yeah.
that all 5 of them could fit in a cabinet. Maybe one of them.
there's a little
And-
slapstick. Skull hits Bulk with a cabinet door.
Yes, and he has like a
It's like the
concussion.
bird
again,
sound effects.
At
and
this
then
point,
he
you tap him on the forehead. He's got a concussion.
Yeah.
And they go to principal. I keep wanting to say President Kaplan. It's
Yeah.
not. They go outside and they're like, the 5 goody goods are
Yeah,
skipping
good.
class. Extend their detention. And Mr. Kaplan goes, "All right, if I go in there and they haven't moved, you are gonna be in detention until you're 50." And Skull says, "What's another 2 years?"
It's so stupid.
And they go in, and of course they've made it back in time.
Yeah.
and Bulk and Skull are fully convinced magic is real.
Yeah.
They just shrug and the episode cuts and it's gone.
how'd you do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, the principal's like, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And they're like, well, yeah, of course you will.
And
You
and-
really get detention for something like that? That seems a lot.
Yeah. Well,
Saying,
breaking the water fountain, yes.
No, but just
Misleading.
saying, like, the Rangers are gone.
Yeah, lying about the Rangers being gone for another 40 years of detention
But
is
what
a
does
bit
that
much.
get Bulk and Skull? It's not like...
No, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, just wasting Principal Kaplan's time.
I guess so.
And then, the Rangers are walking out, and Bulk's like, Zach, you got it. How did you... Seriously, man, the cameras are off.
Please.
The cameras are off. Just fucking, how did you do that? And they just say nothing, and
That's
magic
it.
is real.
Yeah.
Magic is real. That was good. I would say since Tommy left,
Pretty good episodes.
I love Tommy,
Yeah.
but something changed.
Well, with Tommy, all they cared about was the Dragonzord, so it was just Dragonzord.
With Tommy, all we got was just
Yeah.
like the classic formula. We're getting so much more B plot now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the focus of the show is always Jason and the others, but when
Yeah.
Tommy was around, it was Jason and Tommy.
Yeah,
And now
true,
it's Jason
true.
and the others again.
Yeah. Jason still, he always has the finishing move.
Yeah,
He
fought
uses
Twin
the
Man.
blaster.
I
He beat
mean,
Twin
he's
Man.
the Red Ranger. What are you gonna
It's-
do?
yeah.
Yeah.
But another great one.
Yep.
Walter.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.